The PR220MV Complete Welding Station comes mostly assembled and should take less than 15 minutes to prepare the unit for use. Please follow these instructions. Inside the PR220MV box, you will find one PR220MV MIG welder, one ergonomic steel MIG torch and one blue torch liner, one ground cable, one PR100 complete welding cart, one 2-piece overhead boom, one overhead weld test station rod and one weld test workpiece holder, one gas regulator, fitting, gas hose and 2 gas hose clamps, 2 gas bottle safety chains, 1 ground cable storage hook, 1 nozzle, 4 contact tips, 3 wire rollers, 1 gas diffuser and spring, 1 accessory container, 1 roll of ER70S-6 mild steel .08 wire. Unpacking the components. Clip the packing straps and remove the box top and sides. Remove the foam and the PR220MV. Lift the cart out of the packaging. Be cautious when lifting the PR220MV as it weighs close to 50 pounds. Assembly. Level and secure the middle tray. Attach the ground cable storage hook to the left side of the cart. Move the front cart handle forward. The 2 front screws are already installed and just need to be tightened. Install and tighten the 2 back screws. Connect the 2 pieces of the overhead boom and the torch holder. Secure it to the back of the cart. Remove the 4 black screws located at the base of the PR220MV welder. Note which holes have the 2 pointed end screws and which have 2 flat end screws. They must be replaced in their original holes. Place the welder on the cart and secure it by replacing the 4 black screws in their original holes. Welder setup. Coil the power cable of the welder and place it in its holder on the right side of the cart. Note that the PR220MV welder comes with a 14-foot 220-volt cable with a 6-50 plug. It is designed to not need an extension cord. It's important to note that your shop will require an electrical connection for a 6-50 plug. Remove the white cap from the front of the welder and attach the torch. Place the torch in the cradle on the boom and secure the cable in the cable clamps. This unique design will help store and protect the torch from damage. Attach the ground clamp to the negative connector. Coil the ground cable and place it in the ground cable holder on the left side of the cart. Another innovative feature of the cart design is that the cart handle also serves to protect the torch and ground clamp connectors from damage. Lift the side panel of the PR220MV. You'll notice a quick start guide for the welder for additional instructions on how to operate the PR220MV. This will also provide access to the wire spool holder and wire feed mechanism. To spool the wire through the torch, first remove the locking nut on the wire spool holder. Align the hole on the wire spool to the round alignment peg on the wire spool holder. Place the wire spool on the spool holder and reinstall the locking nut and tighten. Flip down the tension knob completely to allow the drive rollers to accept the wire. With the wire on the bottom of the spool, unhook the wire and clip off a few inches from the end. Be sure to hold on to the wire as it is wound tightly and can unspool very quickly, creating a bird's nest effect. Before feeding the wire, ensure that the drive roller is set up to accept the proper wire thickness. You can find the thickness on the side of the drive roller. You can change it by unscrewing the drive roller and flipping it to the other side. Feed the wire through the 2 guides and into the slot on the roller wheel. Lower the pressure arm and lock into place with the locking nut. Adjust the lock nut to the desired pressure. Typically, new wire spools require less pressure, in the 2 to 2.5 range. You're now ready to feed the wire through the torch liner. Plug the welder into a 220-volt outlet. Turn the power switch on the back panel to the right to power the welder on. Remove the torch from the cradle and press the red trigger on the torch handle. Hold the trigger until the wire exits the front of the torch. Keep the side panel open to ensure that the wire is being fed properly. Clip the excess wire to approximately 1/4 inch. Place the torch back in the cradle and close the side panel. Attach the gas line to the back panel of the welder, but do not connect the other end to the gas bottle yet. Secure the gas bottle on the back of the cart with the supplied safety chains. Before attaching the gas regulator, perform a purge of the gas tank. This step requires safety glasses and welding gloves. Attach the gas regulator to the gas bottle. Attach the gas line and adjust the gas valve so the gauge reads 10 to 12. To do this, hold the trigger so you hear gas flowing through the torch. While the gas is flowing, adjust the valve until the gauge reads 10 to 12. Clip the excess wire to approximately 1/4 inch. Attach the overhead weld test station rod to the weld test workpiece holder and secure it in the boom by tightening the knob clockwise. Prior to performing an overhead weld test, be sure to place the protective cover on the PR220MV. It's recommended that a weld blanket also be placed on top of the unit. To prevent injuries, be sure to remove the test coupon after testing. Always store the weld test platform at the lower position and facing inwards when it's not in use. The weld test station can also be placed at the back of the boom if more convenient. And remember to also store the weld test platform at its lowest position and facing inwards. Welding helmets can be stored on the hooks underneath the boom. There are 2 QR codes on the welder. One goes to the ProSpot Knowledge Center for technical support. The other is to easily and quickly order consumables, such as wire, liners, and contact tips from the ProSpot store. Safety tip: when welding, be sure to wear a welding jacket, welding gloves, a welding helmet with number 9 or auto-darkening welding lens, and follow standard GMAW safety practices. For more information or technical assistance, please scan this QR code or contact ProSpot International.